Come on out for a day of fun to the Cove Kids Classic presented by Clarity. Friday, May 6, 2022 at Lyman Orchards Golf Club to benefit the Cove Center for Grieving Children. Partnership opportunities are available. All proceeds from the Cove Kids Classic support the Cove's free programs. Please consider partnering with us to continue to support grieving children and teens in 2022 and beyond. For more information or questions, call Allison Gamber at 203-634-0500 or email allison@covect.org. The Cove Kids Classic takes place Friday, May 6th at Lyman Orchards Golf Club. Registration begins at 8 a.m. Shotguns start at 9 a.m. on the player course. DJ.
So, Jess, why did you become a realtor?
I worked in various customer service jobs, so I wanted something a little bit more rewarding. Becoming a real estate agent, being able to help people find their forever homes or their investment homes, starter homes. It's very exciting, so a lot of fun.
Now, you've gotten off to a really good start in your real estate career. What has been the most rewarding part of this for you so far?
Helping people, especially like first-time home buyers, finding their first home. They're so excited. I'm so excited to help them. So it's a nice, rewarding part.
What is it that you think makes you different than other real estate agents?
I think that my various roles in customer service has helped me. So I like to ask a lot of questions and I want to know what I'm doing. So I think that helps a lot because I'm not going to steer people the wrong way. I'm going to make sure they have knowledgeable decisions and help them find the right home.
Last thing I'm going to ask you is, and I know these are words that you live by, but the mantra at CTBB Realty is?
People over paychecks and do the damn thing.
And that's what we do.
Well, hello, everybody. It's Ena from In Between the Gray. So today we have a very special show. It is a throwback. It's actually titled Where It All Began. And in just a few minutes, my co-host will be on so we can start from the beginning, I guess. I'm excited. We've been doing this for a while already, and this is our first show that we are actually doing solo. It's been a while since Melinda and I have both been on, and it's just a nice little thing to be able to do, and you know, so we're excited of all the new things with our revamp that we're going to do. We're going to go more into having more guests and what else? Just more interesting topics, something a little bit more in depth. We really love hearing what you guys want to hear about. So, in between the gray is exactly that. It's us talking about topics that people want to know about, but are really afraid to talk about. So, we're here to talk to you guys about about everything. So, yeah, so does anybody who's on? How many got any questions? Say hey, say hello. Um, what's up? Yeah, got a little got a little quiet there for a minute. Like I said. So anyways, um let's see. Here we go. Where it all began with me and Melinda. Um for the past 30 years. There she is.
I am trying to find my earpods. Can you hear me?
I can
my
hear you
I'm
perfectly
trying to find
fine,
my
girl.
but go ahead. If you can hear me, we can do this.
Okay, yeah, so I was just telling everybody that we're going in a new direction, that we want to hear more from our viewers.
For sure.
Yes, we want to make sure that, we want to make sure, oh, what does it say? Oh, wrong one. Um, I was
Yeah.
telling them that this is the first time we're doing this solo.
Oh, I know. How exciting.
I know. It's a little nerve-wracking, but it's still very fun. Oh, look at this. I wanted to hear from good evening, Catherine. Oh, we're so glad you're here. You're joining us today. So, Mel, I was telling them that we were going to talk about where it all began,
Yeah, for
where
sure.
you and I began.
Mm-hmm.
So, how we've stayed friends for so long. So, I was telling them that we've been friends for about 30 years already.
Yeah.
And so, what would you say has made us stay friends for so long?
I think for us, we are kind of like we are not opposites attract, but yes, we are. Like I think have you ever seen like Laverne and Shirley? Because I think that's what we are. We're like the today Laverne and Shirley, where you're so daring. I've always met Enna. I mean, I've always known Enna to be so daring. Like she's fearless. And I'm the one that really has to think it through. And I have to be like, I don't know. Like I second guess a lot, and she's just so free. Like, let's just do it. We won't know. Like, remember when we would go to parties and stuff, and it was just kind of like, I don't care who's there, let's go. And I'm like, no, I don't know. I don't,
Let's just go. It's okay. We leave if we don't have
yeah,
fun.
well, exactly. And for some reason, she brings the party everywhere. So I love her for that because I'm just like,
Oh,
but I'm a little bit more conservative than Enna. And I've just always loved her free spirit. So I think because I feed off of you in that sense, I think we complement each other very well. Like I'm never the voice of reason. I mean, I should say I am, but I really am not because I'm always asking you, like, what do you think? What should we do? So I don't
I mean,
know.
but you know what? It wasn't until I moved back from Miami that I
Yes,
broke out of my shell. Because if you ask anybody that went to high school with me, I was very shy and timid. But
yes.
once after living in Miami, I broke out of that shell and was like, you know what? We only live once. Let's just do it.
But
I Oh, go ahead.
even before then in high school, in our years, you were so daring. Like you would just say, let's do it. Like, I mean, we spent a lot of time at your house, and I kind of like spent a lot of time there, and we went cruising in our town. You just went cruising and parties. That was pretty much it. But you never second guessed yourself. You were like, let's just go, let's go do it, you know And I'm just like, okay. I just follow.
We'll go waste gas. Who cares what my dad says? We'll suffer with that later.
Oh yeah, if we needed to sneak out for a few more hours, we always came up with, a way to do it, or we had a reason why we didn't come back on curfew. But I give
Oh,
props in it because you were such a good daughter. I was
but
not a very good daughter.
oh,
I
that's so sweet. You were too, though.
I mean, I was, but I gave my mom a lot of hell. And you were just so good with your parents. Like, you were the perfect daughter. And, even my family, they love you. They've always loved you, but you were like so perfect. But
But
then
they don't know the devil side of me like you do.
yeah, I knew the other side. And I was like, yeah, she's perfect. All right. She's
We
good.
can have fun.
So I think,
I think I think what's made us stay friends for so long too is that we don't judge each other. We have never judged each other. We let each other be who we are, who they are, and just kind of went with it. And I mean, I think you are honestly the only person that knows every single thing
same,
about me. The
same,
good, the bad, the ugly, the dirty, the nasty, the everything. The
same.
everything.
Uh-huh. And that's how I feel. Like, I don't share a lot. Not even with my family do I share a lot. I'm a very private person. You might not think that. But I do love to voice my opinion. That's why we have this show. And I don't really ever regret anything I say. So I'm a big believer that what you say, you should really think about it because you can't take that back. So everything I say, I really truly mean. So
Right.
for me, it's like you're the only person I really truly, I mean, you're my best friend. You know everything. And that's crazy, right? Because you would think family would know everything, but it's not. You know everything.
Exactly. Just like Elizabeth. Hey, Elizabeth. Elizabeth says the best relationships are those that complement each other. What
Yes.
one person might not be, the other one encourages to be. That's what you guys seem to have. That is exactly
Yeah.
what we have. We're like yin and yang.
Yeah. Like steak and A1 sauce. Yeah. We're great.
Oh, yes, yes. Toast and
Uh-huh. Cheese.
butter.
Oh my God. Cheese and macaroni. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. That is so us.
Rice con
So
foil.
us.
Foil.
Wait, no, oil and vinegar? No. Well, oil and vinegar, if you shake us really good, we make a really good what's that called? Italian dressing.
And dressing. Yep. There you go. We can add some spice.
Oh, so okay, so let's go back. So I thought it would be fun if we remember that time. Remember that time.
I
What
got a
is one? Which one? You go first. What it?
great. Remember the time when we carried around those damn beepers? You remember the beepers? Like, if you had a beeper and it was like colorful, you were so cool. And it never felt anything unless it was by numeric stuff. But all you heard was beep, 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 beep.
And we were
And
so awesome. Yes.
oh, remember? I love the beepers.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go back to like a personal. Remember the time that we decided that we were going to go to Austin on one of my missions and it freaking flooded in San Antonio and we were
Yeah.
on 410 and the door, I kid you not when I say this, the water was up to the door handle and I knew that as long as we were under the water and kept the car going at the same speed that it wouldn't stall out until we got to the other side. Melinda started freaking out because the water was like she was looking out the window and the water's like right there and
Told me not to look out the window. And what do I do?
that's the first thing she does. And then she pushes my leg for us to go faster. And I'm like, no, 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 we're going to stall out. And
And I'm doing like, stay in, stay in. And I kid you not, I said, every man for themselves. I was ready to swim out of the car. Anna, I cannot believe we did that. That was like the craziest thing I've ever done. The water was up to the windows,
I know. And
driving in your Grand
it,
Dam for all cars.
yes. And then we still we stopped and we had Chris take a look underneath the hood to make sure. He threw out all the little weed, the tree limbs and things like that that were stuck in there. And then like 2 weeks later, 2 weeks later after being home, my dad looked under the hood because the car started acting up and was like, "What the hell are these leaves doing under here? We don't have any trees where you park."
Hey,
It was-
I remember the time. Remember when we went to, I don't know who went. We went to go, you knew somebody. Maybe it was somebody that you know here on air, but we went to go to their apartment complex and they were having like a pool party and we were drinking, you know. I'm not a big drinker. And you remember when we got in the pool and I puked and ew, gross. And I was like scooping the puke out of the
You're
pool.
like,
Buddy,
it's okay. It's okay. I love it. I love it.
oh
I remember that they oh, hi.
my God, you were so cool about it. You were like, oh, it's nothing.
It's okay. I peed.
I thought I remember that so clear. And how do I remember that? Because one of my most awkward moments at the party, vomiting in the pool. And I'm scooping everything out, telling everybody, please come back. I love you because you stayed in the pool with me. That's how much I love this girl. She is my bestie ever. She stayed in the pool with me and my puke.
And I said that I peed, but I really didn't. Although I could have.
Yeah, that was so fun. I remember that time.
Oh, we had some really.
I really do. I want to know if anybody has like a good story. Like, what do they remember? Like, I mean, it could be from anything. It could be from, you know, Mario Brothers to, you know, like I said, the pagers, the beepers, you know,
Oh,
cars, cruising, when cruising was a big thing. And all you
yes.
lived around in town. I mean, think about it. We just drove in circles all
And hung
freaking
out at Sonic.
and met up at Sonic, saw a couple of fights, and then left and did it again. I mean, like, who does that? My kids today would think we were stupid if I told them, let's go cruising. And you know,
Exactly.
I do live in our town. And I tell my kids when I drive around the strip where the old Sonic used to be, I tell them this is all we used to do. And I drove them around a couple of times.
You're like, okay, let's go home.
And then,
Oh, look at Catherine says it's so awesome to reminisce on the good times with friends. Oh, yes, it is, Catherine.
it is. I mean, those are like some good memories, you know. The payphones. Remember having to wait for a payphone to use a payphone? Do you remember?
Yep. Oh, do you have a
It was like
quarter?
25 cents. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a quarter? I need to call home real quick.
And they even came with the phone booth. You could do private talking in a phone booth.
There's a lot of things you could do in a phone booth. We won't go there.
We
We
won't go
won't
there.
go there. Okay, so let's go to our next one.
Okay.
If I could go back in time, what time would you go back to?
Ooh, that's a good one. What would you do?
I would go, you know what? I really used to love when we used to go to
Yeah,
Frank's
that was,
house,
and the
and
fire.
everybody would, oh, yes, the fires and just having everybody get together and drinking. And man, I mean,
Group, the people. You didn't even have to know anybody. You were just, you know, you felt so like wanted there. I don't know if anybody's ever felt like that when, you know, back in the day when they go and they reminisce on their parties, but didn't you just always feel welcome? Like you could roam the whole house and no one cared, you
exactly,
know?
because we trusted each other. Hey, Liz, when Enna lived here, exactly. We were talking about that earlier, that when I lived over there is when I came out of my shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his dad didn't even care.
Yeah.
He was so down to earth. And how many were there of us? There was at least 10, 15 cars. And that was just us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Liz says. I would go back to that time when you lived here. You were so free and carefree. Oh, thank you,
But
Liz.
life of the party, right, Liz? I mean, and just, you can do anything with you. I mean, we sit at home, and we did when you came to visit me. Remember, everything was shut down because of COVID, and we made the most of it.
Oh, we
And
had so much fun.
of it, we chilled and went to the lingerie store and bought ourselves lingerie. I'm, mine's still in the closet, but
Hey, what I bought, I only used once.
for sure, right? I know
Oh,
those are fun times. Those I would go
exactly.
to. What would I go back to? I think I would go back. I don't know, because high school for me was kind of really weird. A lot of things happened during high school. I think I would go back to maybe my junior year. I think I had a really good junior year. I had a boyfriend. Um, you came into my life, and or was it even sooner than that? Oh my God. Um, and I was really carefree at that time. Like I had just gotten over my sister. She had passed away. She had cancer. And I kind of went quiet on everybody for the first 2 years in high school. And I think my turning point was my junior year. I think that's when I started saying, you know what, I got to get out of this funk. And I started having fun. And then there you came. And I haven't stopped having fun since. I mean,
Oh,
been a
I
party.
know. Let's see what Catherine says here. I remember when my friend and I were cruising with a group of cars. She hit the car in front of us, which was a friend of ours. We parked the cars. We parked the car and jumped into their car just to continue cruising. That's something we would do too. Oh, how fun.
Or that fire drill. Remember that Indian fire drill? What was
Yeah,
it?
the Chinese fire drill. Chinese fire drill. Yes. Let's see what Liz says. My bestie and I would go rescue Anna. Oh my God. They
Tell me.
were like, yes, I would go to the club. Girl, this is when I would go out, and I would go out with people from work.
Uh-huh.
And Liz and I had our own phone line, and I would call them drunk off my ass because I wouldn't drive drunk. And I would call Liz, come pick me up. And she would call Debbie and be like, okay, we got to go pick up Anna. She's drunk again.
Oh my God. And you used to be my lifeline. Like I would call you, come get me. Oh, we got in a fight. Come get me. And now you are doing that. How cool is
I know. Remember when we used to hang out at Freddie's house?
Oh my God, y'all. Let me just describe this house, okay? It was a house you saw on Criminal Minds, where they're trying to find all the bad stuff and all the bad people. And you walked in and it was like, what's holding this house together? But it was the most funnest house ever. It was like, it was a house full of clowns, basically, right? I mean, it was
Oh,
just had so much fun there. Nobody would want to leave.
everybody
Nobody.
wanted to stay. And then they would all, you know what I used to love? I used to love when they would start playing the guitar and singing
And then we
and
would come and hang out in the front yard. And it was in a conservative middle class neighborhood. So people would look at us like, what the hell are they doing? And we were like the fraternity or the frat house on the block, basically.
right? What are all those Mexicans doing over there?
And he lived like in a cul-de-sac kind of thing. So that was really cool because we had that whole circle. That was
Oh,
fun. I
and
remember.
then, and how about when we used to cruise military?
Oh my God, super slow. So we could be like all the other cholos out there.
I was showing one of the girls from work one of the videos from Military Drive from the 90s.
Uh-huh.
She was like, "You like cholos, don't you?" I was like, "I'm obsessed with them." I was like, "We need to have a cholo party."
Yeah, for sure. We used to do that. And you had to do it at a specific time. There was a time that you had to go out there and cruise with everybody. It was like a car parade. Do you remember? Everybody would
Yeah,
just cars and
and that
drive
had been going on for years.
years. I think it's still, you know what? I want to say it still happens today. I think they still go out to military and show off their cars and drive. The strip. It's insane.
So next time I go to San Antonio, what we'll do is I'll make sure I'm there on a Sunday night.
We'll
We'll
set our
cruise military and we'll go live.
yeah, in my mama's Buick.
Oh yes. Yes. Okay,
you
now
got
we're
next?
gonna be a little bit more serious.
Okay.
I could have never gone through blank without you.
Ooh, that is a tough one. What do you say? You want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, go first. There's a lot of them.
I know. This is the most important one for me. I could have never gone through my dad's sickness, him dying,
Aww.
and all of that if I didn't have you. You made me escape when you said, let's go work at Walmart overnight.
Yeah.
And let's pretend we're this, let's pretend we're that. And we had so much freaking fun just being wild and crazy. And the whole time I was there, it was my escape because reality was when I got home, but I would have never been able to get through that if it weren't for you.
Of course.
I love you. I want to get virtual hug.
Huggy. I think for me, it's the same, Anna. It really is because we were such daddy girls that we were very close to our dads and we were, they were our best friends, they were the men in our lives. And let's see if I could do this without crying, but it is hard, when I lost my dad, it was really hard, a part of my life left. And that I shut down a lot. I'm so sorry, y'all, but this is so real.
It is.
A lot of those emotions, and am I over it? Not really, and I couldn't have done it without you, and you know that because, you have always been there. You've been so patient with me. Even when I closed down or shut down where I stopped talking for a few months, you and I stopped talking for a while, but it was because you understood why. And you never got upset. And when I picked up the phone to make that phone call to you, I mean, you were like just there. You were there. And that's how you are. That's why you're my best friend. Because it doesn't matter if we go a year or two without talking because of family issues and personal things that come up. I always know that you're going to answer when I call. And we just pick up like nothing ever happened, like no time has lost. And I think for you and I, we share that we lost our dads. And you're so strong. And I feed off of that because I want to one day get there too. But for me, and I know for you, it's still very hard. It's still very hard to go through that. I don't know if anyone else has ever lost anyone, but I know, I've lost people in my immediate family along the way, and it's never easy, and it's not the same. A loss is never the same. A loss of a sister and a loss of a dad, they're all different. A loss of a husband, it's all different. They're all different feelings. And I just know that I was able to be there for you and you were able to be there for me. And I think that we share that bond, and I could not have done it without you. And like I told you, I shut down. Like when something happens to me, I got to go in that silent mode, and I have to be me, and I have to get through it. I do it alone, but I'm not alone. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you're the person that I can count on all the time. And I love you for that. And if I haven't told you that, I'm telling you that again, because I know I've told you, but I'm going to tell you again. I couldn't.
Yeah. Oh, I love you too.
You're my best friend. So
you're my best friend too, my sister.
Yeah, I just, I think our dads and our lives passing was hard for both of us. And, look at me. I still tear up because I have still so much emotions about that, and you're my therapist basically. And now this show is something that I can do where I can come out and talk about it, and hopefully help people who are like me. And it's just hard to move forward. So, I'm
And
not
I'm
actually, I feel good. I feel better.
I know you're good, because that's what you need to do. You need to get it out and release it. And
I just couldn't have done that in my life without you, Anna. That's what I want to say. I love you for being there.
I love you too.
Hmm.
I love you so much too. Mwah.
Anybody else have anything? Is anyone saying anything?
Uh, Not in regards to this topic. I know some people have lost
Yeah.
family that it's just hard to continue and don't know how you're going to do it. And it's just like one step at a time. And
Yep.
like Melinda said, thank God I had Melinda, and I'm always going to be here for Melinda every step of the way. And it doesn't matter if it takes her 1 minute, 1 second, 1 year, the lifetime. I'm going to always wait to be here when she's ready to.
And you have. I mean, God is so proven. We have been through so much together, believe it or not. I don't know if anybody has that kind of special person in their life, but you need to find you one. Find you a friend, find you someone, find a show, find something that helps you stay connected. Because you can't do it alone. And you know me, and I always say I can do this. I got this. But I'm so strong. I want to be so strong all the time that I want to do everything on my own, and I can't do it. I mean, I really can't.
And it's
I
okay
just
to ask for help when you need it.
And every time I feel like I get further along, I'm progressing, I guess. I'm moving forward, but shit, it just still hurts. It really hurts. It
And
just
it'll
it doesn't
it just
go
gets a
away.
little bit easier. It just gets easier. It doesn't go away. Exactly. Catherine says, "Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. It's okay to cry."
No, and who said that, Catherine?
Catherine did, yeah.
I agree with you. I really do, and I try to put this strong front all the time, and that's my problem. But I hold in a lot because I want to be that strong person, that strong individual, that strong mother, that strong sister, daughter. I want to be that strong everything. And then when we get to a topic like this, it's hard because I can't be strong all the time. It's like I want a break. And I have a lot of other things I could break on. This is just one. But yeah, and like I said, you're right, Catherine. I don't feel bad. I don't feel sorry. I just, I usually cry to Ena, and now I'm crying to everyone. So, I feel some healing. I really do. And every time you
Yeah.
bring it, I cry again and again. I don't think I will ever
And
stop.
that's good.
I don't think.
Crying is good.
And look at me, I feel great. I feel better. It's been a long time since we talked about this, and I'm glad you brought
Yep.
that up.
Yep. And so Liz also said here, so when her grandmother passed away, um, she had just had her son, or her son. Yeah, she had just had her son. He was 3 months before her grandmother passed away. And she
Wow.
said, my son indirectly helped me through that
Yeah,
loss.
I believe that. Yeah.
Yep. And then Catherine says a loss is different for everyone. We all deal with it in our own way. Some people criticize when you continue to miss the ones that you've lost.
That is true. That is true. Some people are, and I don't know if they mean it, but some people are like, it's been X amount of years. You should have been moved on already. And I don't think so. I mean, some people maybe, but others, no. To me, it just feels like it was yesterday. I don't know about you, Anna. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like it just happened? Like every time I bring it up, I feel like it just happened again. But I guess my maturity in the process reminds me that, I'm going to be okay. I was okay then. I was okay when I brought it up 2 days ago. I'm going to be okay tomorrow. I'm going to be okay now. Like, what do they say?
Right.
You'll never get over it, but you have to learn to live with it. I think that's what people say. And
Exactly, yes, and that's what I've done. That's the only reason why I was able to get through it, because I miss him so much, and there's times I just wanna hear his voice, or sometimes I can hear his voice in my head, and I'm like, "God, I'm so much like him." Like, I never realized how much I am like him.
yeah, you are. You're the cut for sure. The cut.
Oh, man, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
that
it's no one ever should go through anything alone. And if you are, and you can, then great. But I think I might have to go inside. My dogs are barking.
the dog wants to be on the
Fine.
show.
But I think for everyone, I think if it could be anything, right? You couldn't have gone through anything, a divorce or a separation or a loss of a child or, anything like that without
Even
someone.
a loss of a limb.
Yeah. It could be anything, like, right? It could be anything.
Yep, and you have to go through those mourning stages. I mean, it's like you have to.
Well, they say there's the grief stages that you go through.
Yeah.
I do believe in that. I feel, and even though I've lost, my father, I've lost my sister, and I've lost my husband. All of those, are so different than each other. They're just different. It's like I thought, not to sound morbid or anything, but I thought, like, gosh, I've lost so many people in my life. I should not have no more tears. Like I should be, I should know what to do next. And that's not true. That
No, tears are good though.
huh?
Tears are good.
Well, yeah, they say they're healing.
They
Tears.
are. They're like the orgasm for the heart.
Yeah, that's what they say. It's like, well, I've never heard it like that, but
Well, I'm just saying, but because it makes you like, it's that release, that
yeah,
not euphoria, but I mean, it's that release of
I
just,
feel
oh, it feels good,
if I lost my dog, I would feel different. I just think, a lot, there are people that haven't, and thank God, have not gone through something like that. But, for those that have and have lost, quite a bit of family along the way, then, that it's all different. It's all different. It's a different pain. It's a different hurt. Um, I feel like, what's that saying? God only gives you as much as you can handle. And I always say, why, God? I don't want to be that strong, like back off, like really?
exactly. Or what did I do to deserve all this?
But I think we'll all handle it differently. I think there's a strong person in everyone, men and women. You just got to find it and go with it, whatever heals your heart, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The best thing to heal your heart. It's all
I
about.
this question tonight. I needed a little healing and cleansing tonight, so I'm glad we had this on the show.
I am too. Oh,
What
Liz
did
says
it
it gets easier, but the hurt never goes away. That's so
say?
true.
Bingo. That's it. She said it in X amount of words. That's exactly true. I like that, Liz. Thank you. That's very good. I like that.
Yes.
I,
So, okay, so our next one is, we want to invite you guys to be on our show.
yeah, you guys got to come out and just let us know a little bit about y'all and what you guys like and what you guys are going through and experiencing. I mean, just drop it here, on the chat line. We want to know. We would love to meet all of y'all.
Yeah, we would like to have you guys come on, share all your experiences and just everything. I mean, even like the other stuff that we want to know about,
Yeah,
It
I
could
have
be good,
questions.
bad, ugly, funny, whatever.
I'm full of questions. I have a lot of questions. I feel like I've done a lot, but not everything. And then um, I meet people that, they do things and I'm like, wow, I didn't even know, like, tell me more. Oh, that's interesting. All kinds of people,
Ooh.
and now that, I'm, really revamping myself, I want to know everything that's out there. So yeah, please come join us and let us know what's going on in your world, basically, right?
Right. And so, like, just out of curiosity, since you brought it up, like, what do you want to accomplish by the end of this month?
Are
Like,
you
what is the goal? I want you to pick a goal, and it's documented. I want you to pick a goal, and that is something that you are going to accomplish by the end of this month.
What's your goal?
I asked you first. You go first. What's your goal? And it has to, let's pick something like serious, something serious that you need to overcome, that you're going to do, um, something that you've been wanting to do. Like, we've been wanting to do this show. We've been
Yeah,
wanting to do this show for 3 years, and we've done it,
and we're
and
here. Yeah,
we're
doing it.
doing it. So now let's pick a personal goal that we're going to accomplish by the end of this month.
A personal goal. It could be anything.
Anything.
Anything. Okay. And I'm kind of already doing this, like we talked about the other night when I was driving home or at work, I can't remember, but how I told you that I wanted to not so much detach from the social world, because obviously we have a show. It's
Right.
not, but I think I wanted to detach myself from feeling like I have to log on and know what everybody else is doing, when it's not really that important. Like, I find myself, and I know this is weird, but I find myself wanting to know what so and so is doing, or, how are they moving along? Like, I'm so consumed on everyone else but myself. And I don't know if that's just being nosy or bored, but I lately it's just been like, I kind of want that, I want this, and why don't I have that? I've been real hard on myself about that. I have to, I'm a single mom, so I have income. My house income is only one. So I've turned into real conservative with my money and stuff. So it's not free flowing like it used to be. And I miss those days where I could have, whatever I wanted and didn't have to budget and stuff. So I feel like I'm a little jealous and envious of people around me because I want that. And I think that my goal is I want to start putting myself in in a different category, as a single mom. I want to put
Got it.
myself there, and I never thought I would be a single mom, but I am. And props to the mothers and the fathers that are single parents out there, because it isn't easy, and I don't think I'm adjusted very well. I haven't adjusted well to that at all.
And it
And
takes a
I
little bit of time.
feel envious. Like, I want this. I want a new truck. I want a new car. And I look at my budget. I'm like, yeah, a sugar daddy maybe, but who wants that?
Exactly. Feeling like you owe. Real quick to go on some comments here. Liz said it feels good to cry. I
Oh,
absolutely agree.
I agree. Sometimes
I
and I just cry.
Oh, and Catherine says, and you guys are doing a great job on your own.
Good. Yeah, I mean, be more independent. I need to. My goal is to not be so, like, I found myself to be envious and a little jealous, because I don't live that lifestyle that I used to live, and I have to learn to. I got to learn that I'm in a different direction now, and
Right.
I love that I have the show with you, and it's something that we call ours. It's ours, and
Exactly.
great to really have an ownership of something other, not materialistic. Uh,
Right.
I'm talking about something that we can build together, that I'm part of building. So I don't know. I get in those slumps where I don't know. I've never been like that. I've never been jealous or envious of other people, but shit, being single and a single mom, it's not the easiest thing. It really isn't. It's
It's
hard.
hard to get used to.
You
Liz,
used to be a mom, So
mm,
now I know, Anna, I know how you were going through what now I know, I feel it. You don't know
it,
walking those shoes.
Exactly. That's why I totally sympathize with you. Liz said that freeing yourself from social media is liberating.
And
So
that's what I want to do. I don't want to not do it because I love what Ena and I have here, but that I got to find out what Pam's doing. I got to find out what Bud's doing. I got to find out what Linda's doing. I don't care. I don't want to care anymore what anybody is doing. I just want to focus on other things and free
me,
up
it's
time.
me
Yeah,
time. It's me time. That's what it is, right?
yeah. And my baby's 18, so I don't have to like freaking get on the mom soccer list and shit like that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to cuss. That's another one. And
Uh,
that's another one. I have a sailor mouth because I work because of my job. But I'm really trying to get it together.
See, Liz is doing what I basically do. She says, I've done that recently.
Uh-huh.
I don't go on as much as I used to,
Good.
only to promote and post my
Yeah.
on my business account.
That's what I
Mm,
want to do. That is
yeah.
my mindset, Liz. Oh my God. She's like reading my brain tonight. That's exactly what
Yes. And I basically have been doing that too. I haven't been worrying about what Tom, Dick, and Harry's doing on, or Mary, Juana, and Susie are
Mhm.
doing on their social media, and just, okay, I'm going to create this for our post. I'm going to go this for,
Yeah. Every
for our
time
show.
I touched in the phone before, what's going on this? I'm down to only Instagram. No, I take it back. I'm only down to Facebook because of us.
Right.
And God, what
Instagram.
um Twitter because of us. I don't even go scan any other social media. And I want to say that I don't really miss it. I really don't. Like, I don't. I remember I used to spend a lot of time on my phone on all that stuff and just scrolling, not really saying anything, just looking at what everybody else is doing. And oh my God.
Exactly. And then finding out who are they friends with, and who
Uh-huh.
are they friends with, and then who are they friends with? Oh wait, I haven't seen this person. And then you become like this cyber stalker.
But not even that. If you're on there and someone sees you on there, like I'm not gonna lie, okay, guys, I'm gonna have to get on these guys. Like, not just because a woman's on social media doesn't mean that they want to DM you. And so don't DM like 10 times.
Right?
So
And
you know who you are, people. If you're out there watching this, stop it.
hey, and my profile clearly states that I am married.
Exactly. I mean, I put single out there, and maybe I shouldn't have done that, but
But you technically are. People have
yeah,
to learn how to respect
yeah.
boundaries.
I mean, the guy. I mean, even women. I'm sorry, it's just not guys. I'm like, oop, not nope. But I'm flattered. Don't get me wrong. I'm flattered, but you know, once or twice. But if you don't get the hint, I mean, if you can't get the hint after I don't, like I block you, like come,
Respond.
yeah, move on. Okay. It's okay.
It's all right. You'll find another friend that
So,
needs
oh,
you. The what?
what is your goal?
My goal for the next 30 days is to become more organized. And
Oh,
I
that's
say organized in several things, not only organized in my life,
hmm
organized in my home,
yeah,
organized. I think I'm very organized and focused with what we're doing here with
yeah,
In Between the Gray. But I would like to also, I my other thing that I like doing, my wholesaling. I want to get more focused and organized on that as well.
yeah,
So that my goal is to be able to work from home and still make plenty of money.
yeah. I think that's an important goal for women today. We want to feel just as important, and make the money that we deserve to make. I mean, I hope. I think we were talking about having an upcoming show about this, and I won't go into detail. We'll wait for the next show, but it just kind of falls in that category where what, we're so hard we're so hard on us, and people are so critical when it comes to women, and some people feel like they need to be at home. And some people feel like we have to be a robot and do 100,000 things. But guess what? Women, we do 100,000 things. We are the best multitaskers in the world. I mean, I don't think, I think God made us that way for a reason.
I agree. Look,
You know,
Catherine says, "Keep your head up, sweetie. It's hard, but but it gets easier as time passes."
that is true. That is true.
Yeah,
I think time heals everything. I really do. It's just, it's a process. Nothing happens overnight. And that's for anything in life, right? It's a
exactly. For anything.
crazy. Well, I
So,
love your goal. I think you're going to accomplish it, Anna. I think everybody had such great things to say. I
oh,
mean, we have,
today I know. Yes,
they
yes.
were,
I would love to have them on too. Liz, I know, has her own business.
Mhm.
Catherine has some medical things that she's gone through. I know that, even things that I would like to share and know about and things like that as well. There's a lot of people. We have some influencers also that we're going to bring on. Um, we
some
have a
powerful.
guy's perspective too, a man that's worked in corporate America that can tell us a little bit about how men and women are treated different. I think that would be an interesting topic in the
Yeah,
future.
so much coming up. Like, we're really going to in it, aren't we? And
We
just
are.
a bit of everything. I can't wait. I'm excited about it because I have a lot to say on those things.
Yeah, I would like to hit a few times on mental illness as well.
Oh, I can't wait for that one. Yeah, that's going to be a great one. I think we wanted to do that in really a couple of parts, right? I mean, that was just,
Yes.
well, and the thing is I think the last couple of shows, I think it was maybe 2 shows ago, right? We touched base on that, and I just felt like there was so much more. So, I mean, we have a
Yes.
lot of things, a little bit about everything from fun to serious to, emotional to insanity. We have a
Oh, I
lot.
know. And then we got to plan a girls' trip and go live.
Definitely.
Liz, hey, Liz says her goal is to get on a routine.
Yeah. A life routine, a physical routine. What kind, Liz?
Yeah, what kind of routine are you talking about, Liz? Are you talking about work wise? I already know she does her workout routine and things like that, but
Oh,
give us
I got to.
a little more deeds. I
Yeah.
know. I kind of miss COVID time when we were home because like you made me accountable for going out, getting out and walking. And I miss it. I miss going to the park and just finding myself.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. You were real serious. What did you say?
Let's see. Catherine says, "One day I will get on and share my story. It's time."
Oh,
You know what, Catherine?
yeah.
When you are ready, girlfriend, we are ready to have you on.
Here,
Um,
praise.
yes, we will. You know how to get in touch with us. If you want to do it very, very soon, girlfriend, we're ready for it.
Oh, I mean, that's what we need. We need the real, the truth. We need what we hide. We need what we don't want to discuss. And I mean, look at me. I broke down, and every time I do talk about my dad, I break down all the time. I
Because
do.
you're not
It's
healed
just
yet.
that I have to do. And um I'm a private person, but look at her. She's like, I'm ready. I'm ready, soon. And that's good. That's you. That's you inside saying, you know what? I can do this. I'm ready. And I
It's
would
time.
story. I'm so curious now what it is. So yes, get in contact. We want to
Yes, yes, we want to hear it. We want to share it. We want to help you
hear
heal too, just like we want to heal.
everything. All these experiences, fun or sad or not so good. I mean, they're all healing experiences because they're real, right? They're true.
Yep.
Don't
Oh,
make a
Liz had
day.
said the routine is her daily routine.
That's true. I think that's a good thing for everyone. I'm so unorganized. It's not even funny. I don't know if I paid my bills this month. I mean, I hope I did. I still have lights, so I'm good.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I forget. It's not that we don't have the money, but sometimes I forget to pay them because my brain is going 50 million miles in every other way but what I'm supposed to do.
That's how come sometimes I lay in bed right before I go to bed, and I literally, I don't know if anybody else does this, but I lay in bed and I tell myself, by the grace of God, I made it today. Like, how did I make it today? How did I get through today? And my job, and a lot of times, I'm coming on very last minute after the show starts, and that's because of my job. And so,
But it's important. That's why
huh?
I said it's important though. You need
Of
your
course,
job.
a man's field in a man's world, and it's tough. You got to hang in there with the rest of them. The hours are long, but you know what, at the end of the day, I swore I'd never do it again, and look where I'm at. I'm doing it again. So it I'm good at it. It's hard not to be there because I'm actually really good at that job. Did I go to school for it? No. But I learned and I caught on, and I'm excited about it. So yeah, like I just did a 12, 13-hour day today, and I'm still here. And I'll go to bed and I'll say, by the grace of God, I did it. Thank you, Lord.
And wake up tomorrow and do it all over again.
Over again tomorrow.
That's right. That's right.
That's
And
what we have
I
to
mean,
that's what we have to do. Well, do we have any more questions?
let me see. Oh, yep. Here, Liz. I
Okay.
broke my leg in November. It's been mentally and physically taxing on me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We totally get it and understand. I mean, you're used to Liz is a very busy person. And when I say busy, she is working. She's mom, she's sports mom, she's, jack of all trades
Yep.
and then being, working out and doing all that. Her routine suffered. Her
Oh,
workouts, her diet, and just getting out of bed. We
well,
can
that's tough. That's tough when you're down, I guess, if I can call it that, when you're out of commission for a little bit, especially, I don't know, I always give moms credit a lot, but there's a lot of good dads out there that are just as busy as this mom, so I'm not going to discredit the dads, but I mean, we're crazy busy. If you're an active parent in everything, you know what I'm talking about. There's some parents out there that are just like, or some spouses or husbands, boyfriends, whatever, that they're like, oh, she does all that stuff, or oh, he does all that stuff. But when you're
it's
like,
overwhelming sometimes though.
you're in the mix of everything and you just got to be in everything, and then you're out of commission for a while, that's hard.
Yep,
That's
Liz says
hard.
I feel like I'm winging it all the time.
Uh,
And I think it's so hard. It's
winging
so hard to
it.
wing it.
It is, yeah. I feel that all every day. I wing it every day. I know
Yeah,
how hard it was until I did lose my husband, and I became everything. I became the house. I mean, I became the parent. I became the father, the mother. I became the discipliner. I became the non-discipliner. I became the handyman. I became the mechanic. I mean, I became the gardener. It's like,
everything.
wow, it's
It's
everything.
hard.
It's hard, girl. And I love what she said. It's like you're winging it. I wing
Yeah.
it every day. And sometimes I do get emotional and I think, am I doing this right? Like, am I really messing this up, or am I doing this right? And I don't know. I'm still here, so I must be doing something right. I must be doing something right, but I love it. I love those words, winging it. I'm gonna start.
Ooh,
I'm winging it.
yes. I'm winging it. Hey, Ovi. Ovi says hi.
Hi.
Uh,
I'm
So you what?
I'm winging it.
You're winging it. That's right. Hey, sometimes we have to wing it. You got to fake it till you make it
Oh,
sometimes.
all day long, all day long. and then you go home and cry.
Exactly. And then you feel good about it. And then you take your meds like me.
Yeah. Your happy pill.
My happy pills. That's
I
I
love.
don't that I wing it. I wing it, girl. I wing it too. So
Oh my!
um
You guys had some really great things to say. Y'all are awesome out there. Like
we are exactly.
they're so engaged, right?
I know. And we are so excited to be on this new journey and to grow with everybody. And, here's a big thank you
Yeah.
for those of you that are supporting us. And if you could tell
Sure.
your friends and families about us and, you
I
know,
want to have that moment to where we can just vent, and not just you and I, but everyone. The more people engage with us, the better. It just makes it much, much better. So, don't hold back on anything. Ask anything.
anything. We are pretty
We will
open to everything.
answer. We will answer. If not, we will make one up. Uh, we can do that. I'm a good liar too. So I told you I have to be everything. I have to be everything.
I have to be exactly. All right. Well, we are going to hold on. We have one more question before we
Okay.
wrap it up tonight.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Okay, so this question, last question of the day, comes from Catherine. Catherine says, I'm a crazy busy mom and grandma. I
Oh,
recently took a trip alone to go back home to finally relax for a moment to start all over again.
oh, the start over moments. Oh my God, those are to die for.
Oh, I am so glad Catherine enjoyed her
I know.
vacation and she's such a good mom and grandma and
Gosh, she's
well, we can have her on the show.
I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that because I think that's what we all need to do. We need to it's not stepping away and leaving. It's in like she said, it's like just starting over. Sometimes
Like,
we start over, like I sit in my closet when I want to start over. I literally go to my closet and just sit there. And I say a prayer or whatever, but I just sit there and then I feel better. And then I
like a
walk.
little timeout. You have to
Yeah,
time out yourself.
Linda's timeout. Hey, we should have a timeout, right? Uh,
Yeah. It's
that's a
time
great.
for a timeout right now. No. So, well, we'd like to thank everybody.
Sure.
We will be back on Monday,
Yes, we will.
next Monday. One last time, contact us at In Between the Gray. You can also email us at contact@inbetweenthegray.com.
Right.
You could call us for those of you that have our phone number. For
Call
those
me.
of you that don't,
Mhm.
we'll give it to you on the 99th show. So you have to stick around till then.
Just call us up on the direct line.
Yes, yes, yes.
I know.
So we're on every Monday from 9 p.m. Eastern time and
And
8 p.m. Central time.
I'm Central.
Yay, and I'm Eastern.
So
So it was nice to have you all here tonight. And we have some surprises for you for next Monday. So stay tuned and we'll see you next week.
don't be a stranger. You guys reach out to us. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.